2, 1.
Hate your talents.
We're live?
Are we live?
Yeah. You see the new logo? Look how tight that is. It's that. No, it's not that. It's our logo if it was that. Guys.
Yo, a few minutes late, but we're back in the motherfucking building. Ham Radio.
Ham Radio. We're back once again. Make sure to share this, and if you got any questions, ask on the little board thing.
You probably have never seen that before.
I think you wore a hat on a couple episodes.
No, I didn't.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. The Space Goes Perp episode, a lot of people were talking about my I Hate Myself shirt, which is a cool band. It was a 10 songs thing. You saw the comments?
Yeah.
So I want everyone to know that right now I'm wearing a Never Shout Never shirt.
Cool. Awesome. Actually, that's funny. I've used that same cat for a design.
Woo! Yeah.
Damn. They out here ripping people off.
So we out here listening to cool bands. No big deal.
Make sure to share this. If you got questions, ask there. And, yeah, Ham Radio.
I'm so fucking excited that we have Tommy Wright III tonight.
The legend. Yeah, this shit's going to be fucking tight.
Okay. It's you're Adam. That's cool.
I could be
there you are. You're Romo.
Oh, I was going to do my Adam impersonation.
Do an impression of me. Go.
I hate myself. Lobster books.
Sounds like you're just doing a Woody Allen impression.
All right, let's talk about today.
That was so anti-Semitic of you. I said do an impression of me, and you did the impression of the most stereotypical Jewish guy ever.
Why? I just did a high-pitched voice. That's pretty racist of you to assume that's what I did. I just flipped the tables.
How about the comedian last night who was doing the crack house?
Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah.
Joke,
I was thinking
it too.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know what we're talking about. No, forget it.
It really doesn't matter. It's kind of
people are calling in. Don't call in yet, man. Wait till we have Tommy in the building.
Shouts out Bakersfield, though.
Yeah, we'll put the number on the shit so you can call in. All that good shit.
Word. Let's talk about some
I just said a lot of bad words.
That's cool. It's internet radio, right?
Yeah.
So Grandmaster Flash. Well, the first thing I saw, I guess this isn't the case anymore. It said
and this freaked me out when I saw it.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 rapper, The Kid. How do you say his name?
Kid
Creole, whatever.
Like in New Orleans. What do they call it?
Creole.
Kid Creole.
Arrested for murdering a homeless man, and then I read into it.
So first of all, just so you guys see,
That's
camera? TMZ, fake fucking news. It says Grandmaster Flash did it when he told me that yesterday.
I mean, to be fair, what could have happened was he probably was arrested, but he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they were together.
I don't think so.
Shit.
I don't think so. I think that TMZ just doesn't know.
Using his name as a headline.
Yeah, TMZ just isn't hip to real hip hop, bro. So they just they just like, oh, the dude from Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. They didn't realize it's one of the rappers, one of the Furious 5.
Well, anyways,
but
the
I
other
heard
guy,
I was like, I couldn't believe that Grandmaster Flash stabbed a homeless person
in the face.
That was one of the first
in the face. That's crazy.
That was one of the first rap records. White Lines.
Yeah.
Get Higher, baby. My dad had it on vinyl. It was one of the first rap records I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And I hated it because it was my dad's record.
Yeah, I tripped out. But yeah, so apparently he didn't actually do anything, but the other dude
stabbed a homeless dude 5 times in his torso.
Yeah, I guess it was over a gay slur. He called him a gay slur, and he like got angry and just
old school hip hop cats like from that era, wilding out. How about African Bambaataa? Didn't he stab somebody?
I don't know.
Oh, he molested a bunch of people.
Allegedly.
But didn't he like? Oh no! Didn't someone stab him at a bar because he tried to like make an advance?
Maybe that could happen.
Make an advance. Can I make an advance? So that didn't happen. Well, that guy that other guy definitely stabbed. And then here's the next topic.
We're doing topics right now.
Blac Chyna wants to start rapping.
I'm down.
I think it's smart.
More
women,
women's voices.
I'm
with it.
I think she should have started rapping earlier because she's smart. She's definitely like using the Kardashian name, like from the beginning. Yeah, it was like straight money move. I feel like.
What does she do?
She's Blac Chyna.
But what was she doing before this?
I think she was a stripper. She was a stripper.
How did she get famous? Before the Kardashians, she was already a thing. How? Before Tiger, was she
had a baby.
Famous?
Yeah, she was just like a really popular stripper.
So that's what she's known for?
Yeah.
Is she from Atlanta? She like danced at Magic City or something?
I don't know where she danced. I don't know that. The point is...
Well, so I support her. I'm down.
I think it's a good move on her part. I don't know how good it's going to be, but...
Hell yeah. She looks like a fine young Janet Jackson right there.
What does it have to do with her making good music?
Do you think
you're going to like the single she puts out?
I think I'm going to be pretty indifferent to it and not give a shit either way.
That's fair. Fair game. Business-wise, though, I think it's a smart move. On
Yeah,
her
I think
part.
it's a smart move, and I'm sure that she will have somebody like that's dope writing the songs for her. I know what she said. She wants to be like Nicki. I don't think she's gonna be as dope as. I think Nicki is a really dope rapper, so definitely don't think she's gonna be like Nicki. What does everyone else here say? They said, "I love you, David Romo."
Oh, shouts out, Chris.
David.
Hamburgers. Yes.
Can we call in? Not yet.
You can call in. Not
Jesus.
yet. Not yet.
She is a look, not a Janet Jackson.
What does that mean?
Better calm down. I'm looking at this photo.
Dang.
Hold on. I know she doesn't normally look like Janet
It's on.
Jackson.
Oh, I thought
Look
it
at
was
this.
still on the screen. I
In
bet you
this
she doesn't look
photo.
like that in person,
In
though.
this photo, she looks like a young Janet Jackson. Okay, never mind. I have bad eyesight. Up close. But look, if you're looking at it from this
Eyebrows are very
distance.
aggressive. Anyways, I think it's a good move on her part. I don't know. I doubt it's going to be good, though, honestly.
All right. Don't be a hater.
I'm not. I'm just giving my opinion. Do you think it's going to be good?
I think it's going to be fine.
You think it's going to be fine? What does fine mean? Give me a track that you think is fine.
80% of Tyga's music.
Oh, shit. That was good. Dang. All right. Well, those are the topics for today. Guys, Ham Radio, make sure to ask questions.
Wait, what's that
on the
last
board.
one?
This is for the tweets.
Oh, okay.
Little pump. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Escada. Did I do that right?
Don't do that ever again.
I could just do the high-pitched voice and then do little baby rock hands.
Don't do that either.
Why?
Just don't do anything.
The kids are doing it.
Yeah, don't do anything the kids are doing.
I'm youthful. I shaved my face a little bit. Someone called me a man the other day and it freaked me out.
Yo, let's get to DJ. Oh, someone said to me the other day.
What?
Okay, I was depressed. Granted that. I went into Circle K to buy my mints I always carry.
Why'd you have to show the mints?
Just everyone else.
Like, you thought people were going to lie?
So I'm buying the mints, and I'm like doing like a monologue. I'm like, I have a dialogue going on in my head, and the kid looks at me and he goes, "Are you okay, sir?"
Were you?
Well, first of all, like, is it
Well,
that?
to be fair, you are never okay.
Yeah,
You creep me out every time I'm just sitting next to you. You're always doing something
but
weird.
is it that? But it's one thing to be so obvious that I'm not okay, but to call me fucking sir, fuck you, kid.
Damn.
Fuck
Well, I
you.
got called
sir.
man.
I have cool tattoos. I'm not a sir.
That doesn't make you not a sir.
Thank you.
I agree, though, because I got a compliment when she said man, and the only thing I could focus on was she called me a man.
What'd she say to you?
It was I was doing a show, and I got a compliment on my scene, and she goes, "You were inspirations. When I saw you on stage, I was like, I want to be that man." And I was like, fuck. And I went home and I shaved.
You should have
I
said.
shaved. I went straight home and shaved.
All right, let's get into DJ. Let's get into my man, DJ Stereotype.
Yeah. What are you going to play for us?
You're going to play some Memphis shit, and then we have Tommy Wright the Third coming right up, guys. So keep watching, share. We're going to open the phone line so y'all can holler at Tommy. It's lit.
Ham Radio. Let's go.
Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. Ballin' in the junkie junk, riding in the junkie shit. On my block, selling rocks, hand full, take your pick. You ain't got no money, give me your car so I can buy your beach. White boy field, where you eat, junk station, where you didn't fall apart. Radio gone, no earn no heat, 10 one of me, wanna ride through the park. I be fake, no I be lying, crackheads be dumb as fuck. Jumped in the jungle, jump out real fast. Jungle got scared when I matched the gas. Paranoid, scared as fuck, don't know what to expect from T. Should talking shit. How you figure I'm gonna let you live the life of a player, moving quick and at a steady pace. You come to 4 corners, bitch, you gon' make my click catch a case. I blow a hoe up and set this world on fire quick and fast. You feel something funny, bitch, that's my foot going up in your ass. I'm straight out there Pimpinville, so that means I pose a threat. And I'm packing heat, my nigga, so don't show no disrespect. From powder to rock, I'm trying to sew up my fucking block. Them bricks to them junkies, but keep my crumbs in my matchbox. A veteran, I'm in the game, a dope dealer making cheese. Negotiate for my ends and make sure I stash my keys. I'm building and selling stones that come in the purest form. My shit moves so fucking fast, you think it's a thunderstorm. My plan in pimp is real, so duck when I pull my tone. And if you ain't trill, nigga, then take your punk ass on. Them po-pos watch, I also watch with a loaded Glock. I'm gunning, fuck running if I hear somebody scream, knock. The bitches, I'm knocking stitches up in the head, up in the head. Get that motherfucker, get that motherfucker, get him. Get that motherfucker, get that motherfucker, get him. Get that motherfucker, get that motherfucker, get him. Get that motherfucker, get his buster ass, get him.
I'm in my truck, drag him to the river. I'm in my truck, drag him to the river. I'm in my truck, drag him to the river. I'm in my truck, drag him to the river.
Waking up early in the morning, straight up joning, gotta get full of them drugs. Leaving them nigga with slugs, compliments of two-faced nigga that thug. It ain't no love, I told you before, so living ass niggas get filled up with leg. Got caught by surprise, conduct if he tried, he instantly died, balloon to the head. Look at the shit when I load on my rifle, a sniper delivering relent to your dome. Shot and inflicted with doses of pimpin', I hang inside Memphis, but hell is my home. Home with them killer, my niggas got pillar great diggers, remember my temper is soft. Started cocaine, gets fucking on my brain, my mind is my time by devious thoughts. Keeping the weapon up in your trembling for suckers who stepping and crooked and pulling my road, they be killing, can't feeling, no dealing, true feeling, no feeling for snitches who knows. Giving out crowd to them clucking for dollars, straight bottle, I saw with trick on my solder, no mercy for niggas, I'm out to make 50, leaving them in river, so bodies can hop, out of a plan to murder a man and get away clean with the money and dope. The tragedy, I will leave women like fatally tied to 2 children tree, put them up in my so full of that fucking blood, whipping up 44 cheap as like coffin, choke up on the mega plus niggas who fly to get broke when I'm robbing, some suckers start dodging, a good put up, dodging, a good put up in my trunk.
Everybody get face down. Now get it to it, bitch. Now get it to it, bitch.
Jumping at the Chevy rat, I'm strapped like jump that M16. Bumping Bobby Woke, make when I cruise up out of skate ring. Smoking on that tank, I'm high as hell with my hand up on the trigger. Thinking in my mind, sipping on gin, it's time to rob a nigga. Know it is haters, open out these niggas with they fat bite. Sing two white boys on this street, tryna fly out, rock some crackers, mine. Stuck them up from barrels, then I bed out to my battleground. Crown to get downtown, coke, corners down, clown. Tap on my ass, I jumped the gate and went to Tommy Grill. Huffing and puffing and scuffing, my nigga went home, I hit the damn hills. Lay low to my shit, cool down on the fucking streets. Right back on this thing and strong, him and them over the 3AD. Niggas in motherfucking face tryna flow, these motherfucking goes just blood in my ass. Why you tryna splurge your bitch? Lay your waist down in the grace. Hope, grace, hope. If you tryna
Yeah. We're back at Ham Radio. Make sure to share. If you got questions, ask us on the little chat room. We're watching. And, yeah, we're back with the motherfucking legend.
Hold on, I won't wait till I see myself right here.
Oh, my God. Don't wait for
What's
that.
going
You're
on
dragging it out.
Oh, there we go.
Are you happy? You satisfied? You good with that?
I'm satisfied. Yo, we here in the building, man. Tommy Wright III, iconic, pioneer of this shit, legend, Memphis. How's your show last night?
The show was lit.
It was Oakland, right?
No, it was around
No.
here.
Oh, no, wait.
You played at Resident.
You just played Oakland also,
was
right?
the day before yesterday,
Okay.
Thursday, and last night was right here live in L.A.
Yeah, the homie Tony, who's like down with like the letter racer dudes.
Yeah.
He filmed the show, and he works in my coffee shop, and he was like, bro, it was so fucking lit. He was like packed as fuck. Crazy. Oh, and I saw a little ugly man posted a photo with you too. You know him?
Oh,
Man,
that's
yeah,
dope,
man. Little other man came out. Shouts out to him, and man, it was sold out, and it's been sold out for a couple of weeks now.
That's
So,
awesome.
We gotta do a Halloween show with you and Little Ugly Man.
That would be the bomb.
That'd be really dope.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Because we have a history now with Ugly Man. We've done Halloween with him twice now, so we gotta do a Tommy Wright III and Ugly Man. That'd be crazy.
We've tried that several times.
We're gonna make it work this time.
Really tried that. Me and Adam have talked and talk.
True.
And I always tried to put that together, but we never could make it work. I don't know what was
It gotta
wrong.
happen now. It gotta happen now.
And now we finally get a chance to meet. We finally get a chance to happen. I'm so happy for you, bro.
Oh, bro.
I gotta dap you
Likewise,
up
homie. Likewise,
for the
man.
franchise you've built.
Oh man.
Ham. And it's,
You built the franchise, though, man. You got like you've inspired so many motherfuckers, and so ahead of like we were just listening to Meet Your Maker. That shit is so ahead of its time.
Man, it sounds so good blasting through your speakers just now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh man! And then it was #1 on Trap Tuesday, and so yep, it's been kind of wild watching. You know what I'm saying, that song just keep on rocking throughout the years.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that song is like a precursor to trap music that you kind of like you didn't know at the time, right?
No idea.
But people also say that you were the precursor to crunk music.
And precursor to crunk music and trap god pioneer. I've heard a lot of things. Excuse me, y'all. My voice is still kind of cracking because man, last night's show was so crazy. But yeah, man, I had no idea. I was just really going hard, straight out the house, making music, putting equipment together, and writing everything, putting a team together. And man, didn't have much to go on, didn't have really a whole lot of examples, didn't have a whole lot to follow. It wasn't a whole lot of different big labels. I was DIY from the beginning, and I made DIY.
Because that was in the beginning. This is like 92, right?
Yep, 92.
Was there 3-6 Mafia wasn't out yet?
No, I can go back a little further than 92, when my very, very first stuff was made, and it almost going to the 80s. It almost going to the late 80s, and it was like only maybe 2 other DJs that was doing it, and I had some real role models that were doing it. But
Like who?
Like, oh man, I used to have Spanish Fly tapes, and I used to have DJ BK tapes, and some of those guys were doing things before me, and then I kind of wanted to go make tapes. They used to sneak me in the club
Right.
when I was young, when big artists come to town, Club Expo, Salt
Like
and
what kind of
Pepper,
big artist back then?
Salt and Pepper.
great song,
Rex
Robert.
in Effect, Roll It Up, My Homeboy. So I was like, man, you got to get me in there. They would pick me up, Disco Ham. They would sneak me in, and I was real young, and they let me kind of catch a show or two, and man, I was bit by the bug.
Did you start rapping first or producing first?
Man, you know what? I really started rapping first because I didn't have all that equipment. I didn't have a whole lot of equipment. So the guys on the corner, man, Terrence Webb, those guys were rapping, and I used to just run to the corner every day just to hear them rap.
Wow.
And man, and I used to sit there and just like try to like, you know what I'm saying, go against them and stuff like that. And now they hit me up and they be like, "Oh man, you took it all the way." So it's funny, but yep. Eventually though, I had another friend who took rapping, you know what I'm saying, as a joke, and he got a chance to get the equipment on the payment plan, and I was like, I got to get that equipment from him. And he kept playing, and finally I got the equipment from him. He gave up. You can come get it. And when I got that equipment, man, I was in heaven.
What kind of equipment was that back then?
That was the 4-track. The 4-track.
The little Tascam.
Yeah, Tascam 5 sticks. You switch 4 tracks over the years, you get another one. But yeah, we used 4 tracks. We used the little samplers, Bosses, DR5s, DR660s, and little speakers. We had house speakers, and when I took it home, man, it never left.
It's amazing. And the style you were doing, like the Memphis, murder gangster rap. Like, were there other cats really doing that before you?
No.
Like, what made you rap that way?
And a lot of the DJs, a lot of the DJs weren't rapping at all. You know what I mean? A lot of the mixtapes before me were just scratching other people's tracks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. They would just be scratching probably MC Shy D or Trigger Man. There's like a big hit. Or they, would just blend a lot of other rap songs and sell that as mixtapes. That's why it tripped me out when people call CDs mixtapes. Now mixtapes were like tapes, and
Right.
and they had a whole lot of different stuff on them. And then we in Memphis kind of was like, well, we could just make mixtapes with our own songs. And I started trying to, just make mixtapes with my own songs, and eventually, I did a little scratching and everything, but I just went in with writing my own stuff, and that's how I started making beats.
Crazy.
So I started making beats, man, like right after Memphis Massacre, because it was some guys helped me. Rest in peace, Lyrical Dope. There was some guys that helped me with my very, very first tape, and I went in there with like a piggy bank with full of pennies, and I was like, y'all gotta, try to help me, make a real tape, and I gave them the pennies. They laughed, but they helped me, and I made Memphis Massacre, and then
And that was like 92, huh?
that was that was like more like 90, 91.
Crazy.
Because I graduated from high school in 94, and Memphis Massacre, I was walking around with the backpack full of tapes selling Memphis Massacre in like 9th, 10th grade.
Crazy.
Yeah. But then it was like maybe 2 years later when I went to like another school, Hillcrest, got in high school, and then I seen another DJ selling his mixtapes out the backpack, and that was like one of the 3-6 producers,
Oh,
wow.
who was that?
Paul.
And DJ Paul produced one of your early songs too.
Right.
Before 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah, way before. 'Cause like I said, before I could really before I knew how to record, I tried to get other people to help. Yeah. So one of the kingpins in the neighborhood said, "Man, let me take you over here and get you a song maker." They had a big concert that night at a famous club called 380 Bill. So he was like, "Let me get you over there. This dude to get you a track and whatever." And
DJ Paul?
And it was Powerhouse. And I didn't know, I never knew him, but they took me over there and dropped me off. And I was like, I went in, and his mom and them was like getting mad, like, oh, here come this old rap stuff, and his dad was like getting mad, and he was like, come on in the room, and they shut the door, and then Lord Infamous, he broke out the keyboard, and he started playing, and Paul broke out like a couple of tracks that were like already down, and Lord M was like, I put something with that, give him the mic, and Lord M was playing the keyboard to it, and then Paul started scratching, and then I was like, oh yeah, I got my song, and that was Shoot to Kill.
Oh wow.
Hold on, that is fucking insane. That this is like 92.
Yeah, that was.
And you're
Just
in
DJ
DJ Paul's parents' house.
bedroom.
Lord fucking Infamous,
Yeah.
rest in
Yeah.
power, is
Really.
playing the fucking keyboard.
That's crazy.
Was Infamous rapping it?
Man, he wasn't rapping then, but you know what? It was real. It was real close to about the time that they had dropped the Serial Killers, because they had to been like, you know what I'm saying?
And that
bubbling.
was Paul and Infamous's tape
Yeah,
together.
they taped together. So they had to been bubbling, because
Wow.
the guy in the hood knew to go over there and get you a track drop. So they had to been bubbling, but I didn't know them at all. And it wasn't no tapes out or none of that. I didn't know them. They didn't know me. And
Did you guys stay in touch after you got the song?
after I did that song, we went to a club and performed. And I was with Homicide, and I got the tape from Paul and them. The guy picked me up. We went down there, performed, and turned it out. And I remember they was bumping like Spice One and all that. That's why I like
Welcome to the ghetto.
all that, man.
That was my shit.
And that's why I always like California music, because in Memphis we always kind of gravitated toward that. But after that, it almost kind of became like I guess, you know, I developed my own stuff and got my own equipment, and we didn't hook up that much no more.
Do you think that cats in Memphis listening to shit like Spice One, is that kind of what inspired Memphis cats to rap fast?
Man, it gotta be.
That's amazing to me.
It gotta be, because you know, Spice was hard to me, and it was it was a few other, it was a lot of other guys. NWA was like the bomb, and
Right.
all that was Yeah, I came up on a lot of California music. I know a whole lot of the East Coast music. I got love for them. I had all the Beastie Boys, the MC Lights, the LLs. I had all that. I was just a big student of the game, period. I had every coast, every tape. I used to go in the record store and just collect and go home and listen to all this. So I had everything, but I don't know, rapping fast, it was just kind of, I just kind of like wanted to like put as many words as I could in a line. And that's when I kind of really started rapping fast. Because my first like 1 or 2 tapes, it wasn't that fast.
Right.
And, but as I kind of, wrote more and man, did my own beats and got to sit in that studio a lot more, then, lock that door, man, slide my food under the door. And, you know what I mean? Then I kind of really, man, tried to go at it hard on the mic.
Hell yeah, that's crazy.
What's up with the one-man gang thing?
Man, no friends. I was, coming up, it was like always like nobody to hardly ride with me, fighting wars by myself, going to war by myself. It was always, stuff like that. And that's when I kind of, felt like, man, I'm the one-man gang. But I owned it, you know what I mean? I ain't cried about it.
Yeah.
I owned it. And it kind of, man, it kind of still feel like that to this day.
Right.
So, it is what it is.
And when did 10 Wanted Men, when did that start?
Man, 10 Wanted Men
What year was that?
is like, around the time I made Ash to Ash, Dust to Dust. And went out there and stood in that graveyard with that big flannel jacket on and that skull cap and held the shovel right next to where they probably just buried somebody. I was like, man. And it was like normal to me. It was normal to me. So I went out and, but I was always trying to, think of what was hard names. And, I even used to try to have a hard name for myself, but I was like, nah, all that MC this, and I was like, nah, I just keep Tommy Wright the third.
Right.
So 10 Wanted Men came around the second or third tape, Ash to Ash, Dust to Dust, and some of that stuff used to just come to me. But I think what I did was I got that from like a movie or something, like walking through Blockbuster.
Like an old Western and shit.
Yep.
And I think it was really interesting that LeChat was in 10 Wanted Men. Was that before 3-6?
Yeah.
How'd you know LeChat? Like, how did that happen?
Her baby dad, he was one of my real tight partners, Tab, and he used to tell me, I don't want her rapping with nobody but you. And I used to be like, oh, but when he went to jail though,
that's when she started rapping 3-6 Mafia.
It started changing. So
do you still keep in touch with
oh yeah. We just had a real big party where me and Chad was up there talking, and we were talking about doing some videos of some of our old classics, and I always, try to, keep that door open, because man, I got a lot of love for Chad, and as a matter of fact, her brother, we were like this. Shout out to Womack, he's paralyzed, and
oh, man.
He's still rapping, but he had an accident and he can't move around like he used to. And Lil Chat, she's holding it down for her brother.
That's dope. And Princess Loco was in the group too.
Oh, Princess Loco.
I feel like
yeah.
you're very ahead of your time having 2 women in your group. Because like in '92, like who was doing that shit?
Man, I feel like that was I feel like, man, that was like, man, such a good thing. And Princess Loco, man,
she tight.
She was tight, young. We didn't know it, but I met Loco when we were like 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, her family members stayed right across the street from me, and she was a kid, and we met, and then years later we realized,
that's crazy.
That was your mom's sister, and Sean, that's your cousin. Oh, that was you with the top ponytails. Wow. So. Yeah, me and Loco ended up, doing music, and she reminded me of some stuff. I used to bring the 4-track to her house, and actually, like, her mom didn't let her come to the studio. She was like, no. So
you had to go there to record her.
I would have to like sneak in And like if my mom going to work, we would like bring the 4-track over her house, plug it up, just bring the mic just like this, and Logo would drop hits right there at the kitchen table.
Bruh, her verse on Still Pimpin', like it's crazy.
She was in my studio by then, but coming for 9-4, we did it at the kitchen, and she held that by like 14, 15, because I'm older than Logo.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? She was, if I'm like 16, 17, 18, she was like 14 and stuff like that, and man, sounded like a veteran.
Yeah, real shit. You ever cross paths with Gangsta Boo like back in the day?
Man, it's some funny stuff. Y'all with Gangsta Boo. I had when I went to Atlanta to work with DJ Unk way before Walk It Out, and I think she called the studio, and they gave me the phone. I'm like, don't nobody know I'm here. How you gonna give me the phone? I'm like, hello, what's up, fool? This Boo. I was like, oh, what's up? Man, you at the studio? I'm on my way. I'm like, you in Atlanta? She like, yeah. Because then, you know, Atlanta was not even on my mind. I didn't even think they knew me.
Right.
My tapes were like strictly for the neighborhood. And when they called me like, yo, we want you to do a feature. I was like, how you know me? You know,
Yeah.
wait, you got my tapes? How you get my tapes? And they like, oh yeah, we got it all. They everywhere. We love you. And I was like, oh damn. So I went down. Boo came to the studio, man, broke out a bag of that sticky. It was like neon green. It was like the lightest stuff I ever seen in my life. And her boyfriend, he was like, yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I put everybody up on you. Tell him, Boo. Tell him I got his stuff in the car. Tell him right now, Boo. And I was like, all right, cool. So we dabbed it up. And I went in there and dropped my verses. And then he pulled me to the side. We had some long talks. We got cool like that. And I think he probably went to jail after that. But
Wait, so where's these Tommy Wright Gangsta Boo songs at?
no Tommy Wright Gangsta Boo songs. She came by as like just to kick it. I was in the studio
she's
doing
chilling?
my verse for this guy and DJ Unk, and she just came by. She was already like in and out of Atlanta, and when this was my first time, she was already like seasoned going down there. So, but that wasn't the day for us to collab. It was something else, and we didn't collab. And then we never really, got tight. We was like more like just, see you when I see you.
Right. We did a show last year with Juicy J, Project Pat, and I was talking to Juicy and Pat and Ray about you. They all love you.
What?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they all love you. Even Ray was like, yeah, man, we love Tommy.
Oh man, yeah, I do kind of like hear, you know what I'm saying, like through bodyguards and security guards,
Right.
and they be like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying, they down with you, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, for real, because we so far apart, you know what I'm saying, and we don't get to talk much, so it's like I never know.
Right. Crazy. And then in 2000, you ended up getting locked up for a little bit.
Yeah,
what happened with that?
Oh, that was an ugly time, man. And it wasn't just one time. I was in and out like a revolving door.
That's how they get
and
you,
that's
man.
crazy, and it sucked too, cause But what really kind of led to that is like all the bullshitting that the label was doing. You know what I'm saying, with with the money, and then I kind of. Because I could have kind of stayed out of the streets with the way rapping was going.
Right.
But with them bullshit like they was, I kind of went back to hustling. And then
You got caught up.
next thing I know, yeah, man, I was getting busted. I had a good run, though. And it got to the point, I want to be the best at everything. And it got to the point where I tried to be the baddest and biggest drug kingpin in Memphis, and man, and everything else took a back seat, because if you're gonna try to be the best rapper, you can't do a lot of other stuff, and if you're gonna try to be the best dealer, you can't do a whole lot of other stuff. So I just went too far. I mean, I had a whole avenue to myself, 6 hotels.
Oh wow,
man. 20 girls. I mean, I even was crazy enough to bring the stove into my hotel room
To
and,
cook it.
and cook my cook my dope up.
Wow.
And I look back and I be like, man. And man, you know, right next door to where they was shooting Hustle and Flow. And that was at the Crystal Palace. And since the guy didn't give me the leading role, he kind of gave me the leading role, but then he took it back.
Wait, you tried out for Hustle and Flow, and they were going to give you the leading role?
Oh, yeah.
And then they
Oh,
gave
wow.
it to...
And then they gave it to
Do you-
Terrence Howard.
So is it based off of you?
Oh yeah,
technically?
DJ. Yeah, the director Craig Brewer. Yeah, man, Craig cool. Craig got all my CDs. He got them on the couch. He got them in the car. I met him at Selecto. I met him at the label. And when he first said I'm gonna do a movie, Hustle and Flow, everybody in the room laughed at him. And I was like, I ain't laugh. I was like, for real. And everybody was like, he ain't don't do man, whatever. And 4 years later, it came together. And I was like, you ever need me to be that, that hustler, And he was like, oh yeah, you already got the perm, yeah, I got you. And I was like,
But do you think he wrote in the perm part because of you? Like, was that all inspired by you think?
Man, you know what? I really never, like questioned him about it.
Right.
But he definitely told me, he said, I got to, man, put some of your hustling. I got to put that in the movie. And so I was like, all right, I'm down. But then I think the funding came, and I think somebody came in with a lot of funding, and he said, well, Tommy, I'm going to go ahead and go with some stars. I got the money. And I said, okay. And then, at the time, you know what I'm saying, there's another time where I'm hustling. And I was like doing my thing, and dope out of one door, girls out another door, and man, got popped a couple of times. I was hard headed. I didn't want to quit. The lieutenant was like, "I'm gonna get you. I can't, man. I know what's going on, and man, you the biggest headache I got, and we're gonna bring you down." And I was starting to get multiple hotel rooms. I was like bouncing around. Truck stop was right up the street. I'm having girls go to truck stops. The people want dope. They take it, serve them. They want dates. I've got everything you need. People were like breaking into stuff, bringing me the goods. I'm dropping it off for the goods. I'm buying mink coats with crack. And man, I was going berserk. Then I had a house in South Memphis. I was going back and forth. I bought 3, 4, 5 cars. Had the box Chevy, the Lincoln. And they took that box Chevy from me. I missed that box Chevy. Yep.
So then everything, that's the thing you missed the most?
Man, and then they would low down. They made me sort of like, they took the money that I had in my pocket. The police basically stole the money I had, lied about how much I had.
Of course.
Took the car, then charged me to get the car. And then when I got the car back, you know what I'm saying, I ended up like going to like their impound, and all of a sudden it was set on fire. It was mysteriously set on fire at the police impound. And man, I just looked at it. I was like, man, but.
And this all happened a few times before the 5 years sentence?
Yep.
So you're just like, kind of going in and out, and they were just trying to like build a case on you?
I got busted.
And so when they finally got it, like, what was the charge for the 5 years?
Man, I got busted twice, and I knew that I couldn't let all those dope charges go up in the same courtroom. And I begged my lawyer, Mark Sarifka, do not let my charges go up in the same courtroom. They were small at first, but then that big bus, man, I mean, the chick, you know what I'm saying, she came in. I knew her from South Memphis. She was just getting out of jail. She bought some for me at my hotel room, stepped out, and then somebody came back knocking. And I had my girl Sunshine in the room at the time. And Sunshine, she was like, yo, who is this knocking, And they get on my nerves. I said, don't open it. And I said, just ignore them. And she's like, oh, I'm tired of this. And she went and opened that door. And I heard boom. and man, it's like she flew in the air a couple of feet.
Damn.
And man, they came in the room so fast. When you getting busted, man, it's like a feeling that's like unreal. And they had like a lady, and then the officers, they just, man, tossed me on the bed. I was trying to run. I was trying to stash my stuff. They, man, pushed me on the bed, hit me in the back a couple of times, threw my hand behind my back. And I was like, what do you want? What do you want? And they, man, started reaching, and I'm trying to tuck stuff, kick stuff, and they were grabbing. She's trying to flush stuff. They grab her, pull her out. This what we want. And then they were starting to look for my money. And all the time I was like, what they looking for my money for? Come to find out she had brought me some mark money, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I was like, what they keep looking for my money for? They wanted the money more than the drugs. And I was like, what's going on? And they, and it was mark. So they pulled me out, took me right behind where Hustle and Flow was shooting at, behind the Crystal Palace. That's where the paddy wagon. And when I get in the paddy wagon, you know what I'm saying, there go the girl already in the paddy wagon that bought that for me. And I'm like, you stupid. And she was like, I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I said, you stupid. Damn. I said, I'm already on bond, and I'm already on another bond. What you think this going to be? I said, man, cop was like, shut up. I said, man, I just kept saying, you stupid 18 times. And they rolled me down. Man, they didn't want to. I mean, the sentence was actually 4 years. And I actually fought to get probation on them 4 years. And then, but halfway in, I violated. I couldn't. He put the probation was too strict. It was every week. Take a drug test, piss test. Right. Man, 1 million hours community service, money every time you come up in here. Man, we gonna call you. We stopping by your house. I was like,
so you did more time because of the violation than you would have originally.
And I tried to like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I tried to like, walk the probation down, but it was hard. I was trying to drink the little fake drinks to cover the smoking up, and still chief go in. So, man, they said nah, we tired. You just walking over us at the probation, and man, they turned me on in, and it was kind of nice. It was ugly because they were cool at the probation office. They liked me,
right?
But they said we gotta do it. So some me in, no bond. And
that's why you had to do 100% of your time, because usually it's daytime. I feel like, I know at least in California you do like half.
I thought that too. Yeah. I was like, I just walked down, the rest of it, and hey, y'all ain't doing nothing to me. And it was like, no, you're doing the whole, you're doing the whole 4.
Damn.
I said,
fuck.
So were you just paranoid the whole time? Because that sounds like a lot of shit going on at once.
Man,
I would have been like,
that was a hard time. Man, you trying to move weight. You trying to get over that bridge to get back to the spot. You got a line of guys waiting on you with money. They trying to buy something, excuse me. I mean, you running out. You trying to re-up. And I was dealing with so much weight. It wasn't even funny.
And then were you recording at that time, or were you that was completely?
I wasn't hardly recording because I lost Street Smart. I lost Street Smart, and like, right before the record label started, playing with the money and kind of, stealing. I had sort of invested in like a building almost big as this one. Like,
that's crazy.
I was finna take it all the way, wiring, walls, offices, put up this, put up that, and like almost 10 months, 11 months in, you know what I mean, they started like, making it hard for me to keep that big place. And I started, I was kind of hustling then, and but I was making these big grand plans to have a studio, biggest studio in Memphis, and just really, really go hard. But man, me and these building people, you know what I'm saying, kind of had it out. And one of their secretaries was cutting me a lot of slack on some of the rent. Like, you pay this, but I say you paid that, and the whole scheme got busted. They caught me, and they was like, wait a minute, this goes back all the way to this. So, man, they like locked the whole building down, didn't let me get my stuff. Then we went to court over it, and I basically won. They said they had to release the stuff to me, but what they did was, instead of releasing the stuff to me, they basically like tried to like go ahead and set it out without me knowing, and even telling the judge they were gonna let me like catch up those payments, but they didn't. They just, man, hurry up, set it out, and man, let the whole city just come by and take everything. So I lost Street Smart at 5 o'clock in the morning on like April 3rd, 2003.
And that's part of that when you're like, man, I'm just gonna fucking go back to hustling then.
Exactly. And man, I put rewards out. People called me, brought me stuff back, and luckily, what a lot of people brought me back were masters.
Your masters.
And man, that was a dream. And so, one guy, and he kept playing with me. He was like, yo, I got this box from out, blah, blah, blah. And then I would meet him, I would pay him for it. And then, like, the next day he called me, hey, I think I got something else that's yours.
Wow.
And I was like, wait a minute, motherfucker. And I bought it. And then he was like, yo, you know what? It's something else that was yours, I think, And I said, man, hold on, you bullshit. So I met up with the guy. He knows what I'm talking about because I see him now and he like, speaks. But his name Eric. And this time I just pulled up with the goons. And I was like,
you're giving me all my shit.
You finna give me, yup, exactly how you know. I pulled up, man, with the triggers out. We surrounded them. And I said, no more games. Man, what all you got? Man, this is it. This the final straw. And man, he said, oh man, he opened the trunk. And there was all my masters, reel to reels, and I rather have that more than any equipment. Even though I still wish I had that equipment, because the people be wanting, me to deliver the same beats now. They want me to make them same tracks.
You need the old equipment.
I want that old. I need that old equipment. So I only got bits and pieces back, but I got those masters, and that's how I was able to do a remake of Ash to Dust to Dust and Meet Your Maker to enhance the sound.
All right.
It was straight from the real sessions, the studio sessions.
Wow.
So I take them in, man, pop them in, dump it, mix it, and get it mastered and ship it out. And I'm going to do all my albums like that. So y'all be tuned, stay tuned, whichever camera's on. We're going to get them all out. I know y'all want the vinyl. I know y'all want the CDs. So every album, even the tapes, even the CDs that I pulled off shelf through those little battles with the record company, they're all coming back out.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw because on a lot of the shows that people are buying hella tapes. You're putting out actual tapes, right?
Man.
That's smart as fuck. Like, I feel like that's like a thing a lot of people are, it's like coming back with that in vinyl. It's crazy, right?
It's crazy because, but you know what? I'm lucky because a lot of the tapes that we didn't sell back then, it was like so many in the warehouse.
Wow, I didn't.
And I was like, wait a minute, why y'all just didn't tell me, before the time shifted over to CDs that we had so many tapes, and they were like, oh well, you're done with us now, so there you go. So I pulled up with the 18-wheeler, man, and emptied out the warehouse, and got it, and put it all like I want plaques off the wall, I want my pictures. I want my CDs, my tapes, I want everything, my covers, I want everything, and we pulled off, and man, I ended up with a ton of tapes from the days of when everybody felt like they were dying and CDs took over. So now, I saw the boom, and I was like, offer them up, and man, they sell out as fast as I can put them up.
That's crazy. It's like a blessing in disguise. It's like putting away for your retirement plan without knowing his shit. Yeah. It's like, wait, I got 401k. It's these tapes. They pop it again. Yeah.
And it's like, it's so crazy. And, and sometimes it's like I really never stop. You know what I mean? Because, I had a lot of tapes, over the years that I used to go back and try to make sometime. But for some reason, man, I'm just a different kind of seller, and I don't know why. Even when United States stopped buying tapes, overseas were buying tapes. So shout out to Germany, Ireland, Switzerland, Finland, Stockholm, Japan.
They love underground rap.
Yeah.
They rocking with me hard.
They love it. Have you
You
been out
know,
there to do shows yet? Dog.
I did my application for my passport like last week, and I was like,
You'll
feeling
kill it out there.
Yeah.
Man, I'm ready to go. It was a dream. I see like movies with Germany and stuff on it, and I'd be like, wow.
They'll love you.
Yeah.
Hey, it was some guys from Russia sent me a picture, and I was like, they were like, you need to come out here, and I was like, wait a minute, will I live? Will I survive coming out there? Will I make it home? And they sent me a picture with like 30 guns and 30 guys, and they're like, we got you. I was like, all right, bet, cool. So I know y'all got me. So yeah, I'm ready to roll on out there, man. And I get a lot of we having a whole lot of plans made about rolling out there, but is I gotta do the passport thing first.
Yeah.
We got to link him with Chase's promoter friend that does all the
Oh, yeah.
overseas
we could
shows.
do
We can link you with
Moscow and
somebody.
shit,
We can link you with somebody,
Yeah.
dude. That thing will be really helpful.
How do you feel about
Well, I
all?
want to know. Hold on, before you get, I know you're gonna ask, but I want to know before that. So, like 8 years ago, probably 7, 8, 9 years ago, there's this resurgence of Tommy Wright III,
Yeah.
where all of a sudden all these artists started talking about you. ASAP Rocky, 2 Chainz, Krayshawn. What do you think happened? What was the resurgence?
Man,
Were you surprised?
yeah, I gotta admit, I was surprised. I was very surprised, and what's really crazy is that a lot of that I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Until the internet gave me a little bit of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It helped me kind of realize it. But like even some of my group members, even like now, you know what I'm saying? We used to think we were like nothing. And you know what I mean? Because it wasn't going on like that when I was fighting and I was making Meet Your Maker and On the Run, and I used to see the sales sheets and like, wow, that's a lot of albums. I turned down a record deal. I wish I would have went ahead and signed it, but with Republic Records, because I think Bruno with Republic.
Yeah.
But yep. So I just never thought I was shit. I never did, and I never really thought that people were rocking with me. It took so long before I realized that, and then fan mail started coming. When I would put a address in the album, fan mail would come, and I was like, oh shit. And next thing I know, I had fan mail to fill up this whole room.
Oh wow.
And I was like, what the hell? And jail, prisons, and I was like, damn, have they been, and it looked like they had been listening all the time.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it, or we all just, didn't see it. But it's like, I try to tell people, you know what I'm saying, is you're not the only one that's rocking with me. It's a whole lot of people rocking with me.
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
definitely
'cause-
ahead of the game.
Yeah,
Like,
because I
Man.
think because right now all the like underground hip hop, the kind of shit that we fuck with, it's like everyone's really trying to rap like they're from Memphis. Like that style's so big. So something happened where people must have been like, I want to know more Memphis underground rap. Someone must have found your tape, and then this whole resurgence happened. Because like who? ASAP Rocky's mentioned you, 2 Chainz, fucking Gucci Man, Lil B, ASAP, Little Ugly Man, Space Coast Perp, Slush Hollow Water Boys. Even Little Yachty tweeted that you were his
Lil
inspiration.
Yachty made that tweet, and
Did
man,
you see that tweet?
that almost, that almost broke the internet right there. and I tried to go ahead and reach out to him. I was like, look, let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Because a lot of times that's what I'm trying to make happen. Like, if you rocking with me, let's do something.
Yeah.
Like, because you're not going to live forever. And, man, we see that through the deaths of Lord Evans and Coaster Nickel and my homie C9. So, but I think that they were probably like listening to me when I was dropping it. I don't know if they just now hearing about it, because 2 Chainz basically said that, he been rocking with me from day one.
Right.
Harmony Korine said he's been rocking with me from day one.
Oh,
yeah, can we talk
and
about
that's
the
amazing.
Spring Breakers movie? Cause
Oh, man.
that's
Well, Harmony Korine,
Painful.
he's lit. He's
Yeah.
like wild.
Harmony Korine
yeah.
is my guy.
Wait, were you able to hang out with him or
Nope.
Nope.
He was in Miami when I had a show in Nashville. He got to Nashville. I was leaving. And it was like, as I was on the freeway, he called.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, damn. And we talked for a long time though. And he is like serious about seeing me win.
Yeah.
And he is like, so he introduced me to Todd Moskowitz with 300. And
Well,
he-
now Todd has his own label. What is
Yeah.
it called? The new one?
I forget about it. Talking about.
Yep.
What's the new label called? Alamo Records.
Alamo, shout out. So, but you know what? I do wish me and Harmony could have, worked together. And,
gotta happen.
yep. And,
That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, because when I heard you were the inspiration for one of the characters on Spring Breakers, I was like, oh shit. I was like,
hey, it's a big story
you know
with that.
wait, let's hear it.
They sent me a script, and I was actually like ready to go and do the movie.
What
Wow.
happened?
Yeah, well, it seems as if the casting director and Harmony was like, on two different pages. And Harmony was pushing for me. He sent me the script. I got it. I was learning it. I was ready to be in the movie. And then, I don't know if they just knew it at the time, but I was like, sort of, having hard times. And with that movie stuff, they were like, yo, can you be in LA today? I used to be like, what?
Yeah.
And if I try to do that, they were like, oh no, we're gonna be in Atlanta. Can you make it to Atlanta tomorrow? And I used to be like, on Christmas, they were like, come to Nashville. and the casting director was like, I don't think, so, if they would have just kind of really pushed for it to happen, or just went on ahead and just, send me an Uber or something, I was there. But since I really couldn't, hang with some of the demands, man, they moved on and gave my role, you know what I'm saying, to somebody else. And you all know that was.
That's twice, man. Put this man in a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm.
But speaking of Spring Breakers, so obviously one of the characters is also based on Riff Raff.
Yeah.
And yesterday on Instagram, you see Riff Raff was listening to Tommy Wright.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's
Yesterday.
He was
Yesterday.
bumping. He was bumping, running the gun and hard.
And people were on the comments like, Tommy, you fuck with Tommy, you fuck with
That's
Tommy.
dope.
Real Rav, holler at me, Real Rav. What's up, man?
Jody.
Shout out.
Yeah, that's a day one.
Now, how about
friend.
like Sesh Hollow Water Boys? Like they haven't reached out to you to do a track, Xavier and Chris Travis?
Oh
and them?
yeah, we did shows together.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Man,
Where was that at?
Where-
Memphis?
High Tone, Memphis.
How'd that go?
It was lit. Oh my God. And you know what? I respect him because he gave me a shout out in the interview. And so when he gave me that shout out in the interview, you know what I'm saying, I was like, that's cool. And and we need to meet. So but it was a long time went by. I didn't get to meet Zay. And then finally, like, I think this was like 2015. And that promoter, they said, look, we coming to Memphis, we got a show. Man, you got to do it. We got to get you on it. And so I said, oh, definitely. So we came in, and man, that show was lit. It was elbow room only, wall to wall, no chairs. And man, they tore the roof off.
They're so lit. Like they kill it. Like on some punk rock shit.
Man, oh man. And then
I love those kids, man. I love them.
In comparison to how shows are now, what were they like back then compared to now? Like, was it
my shows or like
or just in general, just rap
together?
shows
Like
back
shows
then?
in the 90s.
Because I
in
feel
Memphis.
like rap has progressed, but
I
also
feel like in
the
the 90s
shows have progressed.
in the
Like
90s,
it's a whole different
I feel like in the
vibe.
90s in Memphis, you probably couldn't mosh without someone like really wanting to fuck you up.
Yeah.
You know
They'd
what?
be- I feel like they'd just be confused.
What's
and just like,
crazy-
"Hey, don't fucking touch me.
What's crazy is what they call mosh pits was like really just our gangster walking line.
Yeah.
And they like, I'm like, there's a gangster walk line. And when we get in there, we just, man, throwing balls and pushing it and doing this and who can hang the longest and we stepping in.
Whoa,
So y'all had that
True,
90s.
man.
Oh yeah, because crunk music.
Oh, man.
That was fight music.
Crunk is Memphis. Memphis is Crunk. Crunk started in Memphis, born and raised in Memphis. I don't know anything other than that. And
Because a lot of people might think it's from Atlanta because Little John.
nah,
But it's Memphis.
Lil John probably tell you. He gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? But Lil John, like, he had love for Memphis because I think Lil John came to a club one time. He was like, "Yo, you know, turn on some Tommy Wright and play a fly." And I was like, people were calling me saying, "Hey, he just said that. He just shouted you out." So, yeah, man,
That's amazing,
I don't
man.
think it's a debate. I believe everybody know that, and I think I think it's like understood. Memphis came over. Crunk was born in Memphis, and it's a word that's, man, all Memphis.
Yeah.
So
Who's the most surprising person that reached out to you or showed you love that you didn't expect? That was like out of left field,
lately,
or just in general?
In general?
I guess both.
Wiz Khalifa.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he big star, man.
He bought some from me. I was like, "What?"
What'd he buy?
I was like, "What? You want the greatest hits?"
He's like, "Yo, let me get a T-shirt and
He's
some
like-
CDs." And you're like, "Wait, you Wiz?"
Yeah. I was like, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, Tom, Wiz buying something from Tommy." I was like, "Oh man,
So dope.
And it was on Twitter, and it was like retweeted like 10,000. I even had to retweet. I'm like, yeah, y'all see that? So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you look at this motherfucker.
Yeah. That's
So
crazy.
yeah, and but man, in that Fader magazine when Gucci was like, I grew up on Tommy Wright.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But Lil Chat told me that one time and I ain't believe it. She was like, yo, we was down there and Gucci had your CDs all on the couch and everything.
Wow.
I was like, you lying.
And Gucci's so important to like this era right
Yeah.
now. That's
Man,
amazing.
yeah.
And Lil B is like huge to us.
Yeah.
Like, did he tweet about you or reach out to you or how that? What he?
Lil B just flat foot came, reached out to me, and we cool, and I can't wait to do something with him because he came to me first, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, and it sort of went over my head, but he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying, let's do a show, and then he was like, let's go and make some music. And I was like, okay. When I get the the new studio, when I get the little setup, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why the fuck I was like putting shit off.
Yeah.
But I ain't like that no more. I'm like,
Lil B holler.
I'm like, yeah, Lil B holler at me. Because when I did the last show in Oakland in February, we tried to reach out to him, but I think he was in like another part of the country.
And he's kind of a weird dude.
Oh man. Hey, man, he sampled like maybe 3 of my tracks, and he put them on songs that were like totally opposite of what I was rapping about. And I was like, what?
Yeah, he's
But
a
yeah.
weird one. And was it last year that XL, that double XL?
Double
They put you the top
XL
5 rappers from Memphis
of all time.
of all time. Do you see that?
And running and gunning, man. And I took that as a stamp, you know what I mean? And it came out of left field. It came out of nowhere. And then it was like, then they put me on their social media, and they got like 50,000 hits, likes, and I was like, where this come from? And but I wore it like a badge of honor. And and then they basically like reached out to me. So I'm waiting to do like a shoot with them, and
Oh, dope.
and I'm ready for that.
And a couple years ago, didn't you do a show for Mad Decent and Diplo in Philly?
They are, man, look, they get my biggest respect for like hollering at me when hardly nobody was hollering
This
at me.
before Rocky and everybody
It's
was shouting you
way-
out.
Man, it's way before that. And I give them a lot of respect. I even told them, I said, when I get cool, I'm gonna give you your show money back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it back to them because, man, and then and it was hard to get to the show, and they broke their neck getting me there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even know what I was thinking. I tried to drive to Philly from Memphis. I mean, and I gonna get a rental car, and me and my dogs, we gonna ride up there. Man, that was the hardest ride ever. I got to Knoxville. It took like 50 hours just to get to Knoxville. Wow. And I ain't even, then I get to Virginia, and I was about to stop and take a break. I didn't. And then I got pulled over in Virginia. And the police got us out the car, My license was suspended. T-Dog didn't have no license.
Shit.
Droopy, you got a license? Nah. And the cops were like, oh, we y'all can't ride no more. We taking this car. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. We on the way to a show. We in the mountains. There's lions up here. You can't just leave us out here on the middle of the road. They're like, well, yeah, technically that's what we're going to do. I was like, no. And then I had like a ton of tapes in the trunk, and we had to take them all out the trunk, and I just raised hell. Y'all not leaving us in the middle of Virginia, man, with these lions. And they were like, well, you can get on that tow truck. And we were like, damn. So we jumped on the tow truck. They took the car. We get to the tow truck place. Hey, will you please just give us our car back and we won't tell the police? And they were like, Bobby knows me. And I'm like, damn.
Bobby knows.
So they take the car, leave us there. We got to walk. We got to call Mad Decent. You know, where they like get to a nearest Walmart. We get to a Walmart. They wired me something to get a bus ticket. We ride the bus to D.C. Yeah, watch D.C. They got somebody to meet us there, a radio DJ. He ride us through 2 toll bridges, through Baltimore, and then we get to Philly. They would shoot up to the back of the Club Fluid. Man, up the stairs, up the alleyway, straight to the top. Man, it's time to go on. No change.
Wow.
No. I'm like, what? I don't even get there. I don't get a glass of water. He goes, an Incredible Hug, and they pass. You take a sip of that. The people are waiting. I look out over the thing, and it's like, oh, damn. The line all the way wrapped around.
That's amazing.
And, man, Dirty South Joe.
Dirty South Joe's the homie for real, man. He really killing it, man.
That's my dog.
Shout out Dirty South Joe, 100%.
Shout out, man, 100%, man. Much love. And we rocked the stage, and then it's like we had to, like, figure out how to get back home, so we had to, like, take Greyhounds all the way back home. We ain't had no car. We wanted to go to New York. They were like, New York's 1 hour away. And they was like, I was like, we can't even go nowhere. We had to just take Greyhounds, walk around Philly, look around. And that's why I be surprised that Philly got love now. Because I be like, man, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been back.
Right.
But they rock with me.
Do you feel like you get more love in Oakland or LA? I'm just curious.
Wow, man. It's almost the same. It's like the California love is like.
It's big, right? I feel like probably California and probably Texas, huh?
And Texas love is crazy, but my upcoming shows are like scattered out everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Hoco Fest, August 31st. I'll be in Tucson. And then,
where's that at? Club Red or at St. Tully's or
that's
whatever?
at Hotel Congress where
Hotel
James
Congress?
Dillinger.
We love Hotel Congress. You been there yet?
It's haunted. Be
Yeah.
careful.
You're gonna like.
I heard that. So I'm
It's
like,
one room that's haunted, but you're gonna love
Oh,
Hotel Congress. You're gonna love
man.
Tucson, man. It's gonna be lit.
The haunted stuff,
Yeah.
man. Look,
It's right up the stairs. When you walk up the stairs, it's the first room
But
you
there's
see.
probably some more ghostly type shit in
No.
Memphis.
Man, well, Voodoo Village is. But my crazy ass gonna probably try this haunted stuff y'all talking about. I'm gonna be like walking up there, because this is where James Dillinger,
Yeah, that's where he
famous
escaped.
bank
That's
robber,
where he escaped.
was-
Dillinger, he
was-
jumped out of the window.
That's where, so I'll be in that place.
Lee was telling me also underneath the where they have these like the basement area. It used to be like some kind of like
Kinda what?
concentration camp for.
Concentration camp? What you talking
It was
about?
like I don't know. He said a bunch of people were like held down there, and just a fuck ton of people died. I don't
Wait
know
a
the
minute.
exact story,
I heard
but
that too.
yeah,
I
it's,
heard that too.
And there's like a cowboy guy who walks around. I don't know. It's fucking.
There's a cowboy guy.
shit.
I'm gonna be damn.
We
I'm
didn't
gonna
see
be.
shit though, but you
I'm
know.
gonna be covered when I get to Hotel Congress, man.
You gotta ask to stay in the haunted room.
I got to actually stay in the haunted room. Oh,
just live
man.
stream the whole time, maybe.
In Oakland yesterday, did you or 2 days ago? Did you perform? Was it like with some punk bands?
Yeah, that's all I've been doing lately. Me and
so
punk
you-
bands. We
So you
rolling.
have like this other fan base now that's like skater kids and punk kids that
Yeah.
are like, that's so crazy how this all like.
Skateboards was in the air in Oakland. And
Because Death Heaven played with him.
Oh wow,
Death Haven.
Oh, I thought you said Death. I don't know that. I know Death Heaven.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking Death Heaven too. I don't know.
That's tight though.
Leather slaves, secret prostitutes, manatees, reserve and derp naps,
Dirt Naps is such a cool fucking name.
Dirt Naps is cool as fuck. Them my guys. And you put us on the bill together, man, you're going to have a rocking, crowd surfing, water throwing.
That means we gotta put Kate Moss on the Tommy Wright,
Yeah,
a little
that'd
Ugly Man
be
show.
Amazing.
Kate Moss
Damn,
is really
I'm
cool punk
envisioning
band from
some. You got to get some punk merchandise too, like your shit in that aesthetic. Like that would probably go so fucking.
Yeah,
tough.
Tommy Wright the Third punk
Yeah.
shirts.
What's up? Hey, I
Make
get
something up, bro.
I get a lot of
I'm already thinking. I'm like trying to put two to two together.
We'll
I was like,
collab, bro.
I
We'll
get-
collab,
on some
fam.
shit,
I get some of those type of things from swayshop.com.
Yeah.
And my guy Mason, he's a hell of an artist, and he drew me a fire, shirt.
I seen it.
But man, it sold out in 5 minutes.
Oh wow.
And then he gave me another shirt with the third on it, he's the only one that's really tried to do some real t-shirt merch type stuff with me.
Yeah.
Honestly, without all the the faking and the bootleg and the backdoor stuff, because there's some backdoor stuff going on right now with another company. And
Who are they? I'm joking.
Hey, you
Put 'em
know
on
what?
blast.
Man, I was about to shout them out because it wasn't. It really ain't cool. But yeah, swayshop.com.
You fuck with them?
Yeah.
Yo, someone just had a good idea. I'd rock a Tommy Wright the Third patch because punk kids love patches.
Like a little back patch.
Hey, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yo,
'Cause
design something. Let's collab on something.
I'm down.
We're not even
Some
trying to get paid
people-
off.
That's
there.
what I
We're
was
just trying
talking
to help
about.
you
It was
out.
like some punk ass
and with y'all
merchandise.
behind it, I know it's gonna be dope.
Oh, that's true.
Some people do the buttons. I like the buttons too.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
plain
yeah.
buttons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those are also very punk rock.
Some people do that. So,
What's the whatever? Oh, hip hop royalty of Memphis reality show.
oh,
What's that about?
Man,
I don't even know about this. What's this?
On Bravo, it's gonna be on Bravo 2018.
It finally came our
What?
way, and we're doing interviews for it, and but they said that has kind of changed courses. They said that they're gonna probably just base it on probably one rapper at a time instead of the way you see a lot of other reality
Rappers
shows
everybody at
with
once,
everybody.
one at a time.
So
Who else do they have on it for the hip hop royalty of Memphis? Who else is it?
me, Al Capone, Lil Chat. That's who I remember them interviewing or say that they want to interview. And but then we got the news that they're probably not going to do have everybody. They're just probably going to try to base it on one cat and follow him.
Right.
So I think that's how Bravo does a lot of their shows.
Right,
They have
right.
another show, something similar to that, where they doing a hip hop thing. So
True.
I guess if they don't want it, I'll take the hip hop royalty of Memphis and go ahead and what I'm saying.
Who do you think
do it
should-
myself?
Who do you think should be the hip hop royalty of Memphis? In your eyes, who's hip hop royalty of Memphis?
Wow, man. I respect all of them. I bump all of them. I got all they tapes. I speak up on them. I'm a unifier. I try to boost everybody up. I try to just kind of inspire them, uplift them. But one guy that just made waves when I was young, and I even tell him that today, was Gangsta Pat.
Gangsta Pat, hell yeah.
And man,
Hell yeah.
that's the first dude I ever saw just have Memphis just wrapped around his finger. Every DJ, every radio station, every strip club, the whole album, playing it from beginning to end.
Wow.
And every school teacher, every car, every system. He was just, he was like God. And the way he did his hair, I used to be like, I'm gonna let mine grow like that. Cause I had a fade at first. And the side shaved out with a Gucci in the back.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna grow my stuff long, you know what I mean? But man, it's a whole lot of royalty, man.
Kingpin, Skinny Pimp.
Oh man, Skinny, man. My first show ever was going to see Skinny.
Wow.
Like 16 at New Daisy, downtown Jackson Brown was the DJ. He introduced them. The ABC song was hot, and I had the tapes. That 808 was boom for like 10 minutes. Skinny was flowing, and I was like, man, I gotta go to this show. And I went to this Skinny show. I was fighting to get front row. So I was like a real.
That's legendary.
I was like a real man. Happy dude. And it's definitely, man, Skinny. And then, the list long. Homicide and man, I want him to kind of, you know what I'm saying, get back at it. He was, man, hard. Man, it list is I would name everybody from Memphis. I really would.
You cross paths with Little White?
Oh man, me and Lil White, we cool. Look, when I first met Lil White, he sung like a whole song of mine and knew about hard word for word.
That's amazing.
And I was like, damn, why we ain't work together? So me and him just did like, I had a show in Detroit. He had a show in Lansing. So as soon as I got done my show in Detroit, I ran to Lansing and jumped on stage with him.
Y'all need to do music together, man.
Oh, we got to do some music. So I was his hype man that night. I was his gangster walker.
Yo, I would love to hear Hip Hop Royalty of Memphis album. It needs to be you, Skinny, and Gangsta Pat. That'd be
We used to
insane.
make those plans, but never went through with them.
God damn
With
it.
Al in the mix, and Zerk, man, Squeaky. Oh, man. We used to make all them kind of plans, man. And I hope I ain't, leaving nobody out. But, because I know I'm going to think of some names when I walk off the set. But, you know what I'm saying? Just everybody really, I think the whole Memphis scene, we all was, man, some real, go-getters. And, man, and I had to, like, hear it from the other fans and how many people rocking with Memphis right now, and find out that they just really, really, they look at us as like this big era that just put a big impact on music in general,
Right.
for like a long time, and it's like that love never goes away.
I mean, it's crazy to me to listen to like your old tapes or Skinny's tapes, and like this is like 91, 92, and the styles are so different than when anyone like it wasn't like the hippity hop bullshit. It was just like it was so different and unique, and it's like, and I don't understand like where the influence even came from. It's just like this, like it's so creative, and it's like to me, it's like almost like the weird new underground hip hop, but like to me, it's just crazy. It came out of Memphis, like.
It came right out of
like,
Memphis.
and Lord Infamous, like the crazy weird styles. It's
And
like,
we didn't have nobody to kind of...
Right, you guys just kinda did it.
No, I ain't had nobody to kind of like copy off of or say, oh, that's cool. This shit was like born. It was, it wasn't no styles. Because before me, it was, like I said, it was like the Fat Boys and... Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It wasn't, yeah.
A hip to
I
the
used to
hop
beatbox and all that, but and I respect New York. I respect the breakdancing and all that, but it wasn't a whole. We didn't have that, and all that shit was homegrown. That's why I respect Memphis even more, because all that was original and it came straight from us. So I have to make, even if I forget, I make myself respect it. Like, hey. You know what I'm saying? We had something. Don't never forget that, and don't never, you know what I'm saying? Look down at yourself because a lot of record labels didn't come or this and that. And I try to uplift them and tell them, man, you the shit, and always remember that. And you can, you're gonna always be remembered.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking awesome.
We had a bunch of phone calls that we missed. So if you want to call, now's the time to do it. Can you put the number up really quick? We have a bunch of calls we didn't answer. Our bad. If you want to call in,
Oh,
now's
we've
the
been getting
time.
calls.
Yeah, we'll take a couple of calls. We don't have much time left.
We've been getting calls.
But your stories are way
So,
more interesting.
what do you-
hold up.
I know-
323-906-7390. 323-906-7390. Just let them know.
They
Just
Call
let them
in.
know.
They see
Yeah.
the same thing you see.
It's better if they hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know that you made the Bone Thugs diss record back in the day, and that's funny because to me, even that first Bone album, The Faces of Death, before they were signed to Ruthless Records, that was just they were just doing Memphis rap. Like that album is Memphis rap,
Yeah, album was
To the
Memphis rap
fullest.
like a mug. And man, even
and they just
to me
never
to be-
gave credit to Memphis. That what the deal was.
Man, you know what? I didn't know them. I wasn't even really up on them like that. I didn't get the Faces of Death till they were almost like already like, you know what I'm saying, on to the next, or after they had already signed with Easy. So I didn't really hear none of those. All I know or all I went by was like, you know, here come the disses and here come like, you know what I'm saying, and the people who own the town, cause man, that was like some real anger going through the city, and people like calling each other like, excuse me, and they was like, yo, you know, Bone was just downtown, and you know they kicked over the stand with all the Memphis shirts on it, and you know, and they man, you know, they, you know, smacked up a dude and this,
Wow.
and that was selling that, and I was like, what? And people was, I mean, it was hot. It was heated. People like, man, I'm talking about everywhere you go, it was like, we need to roll up to this. We need to roll up to that. We need to head up to the show.
Did y'all ever like cross paths with Bone?
I only crossed paths with like one of them in the airport, and he didn't want to talk at all. He was, you know what I mean? So, but it was, man, it was the article that really kind of, you know what I'm saying, set me off, and after that, you know what I mean, man, that this it just kind of rolled out my fingers onto that paper, man, with ease.
Yo, sorry guys. All right, let's enter this call. You got to put the headphones on so they can hear you.
Let's
Yo,
do it. Let's
we
do
got a
it.
call. Hand phone. Who this? Yo,
Hello.
Texas.
Hello?
Hey, yo, man, you got to turn your laptop down.
Texas in the building. What's up, man?
Oh.
What camera we on? We on that one? Oh, y'all had that one on. All right. I'm gonna be able to. What's up, Texas?
What up, man? You got a question?
Oh, yeah, man. How that my boy T. Wright? What's up, T. Wright? It's Riz, bro.
Oh, what's up, my guy, man? This Tommy, man. How you been?
I mean, good, man. I was going to say, man, y'all need to know that Tommy Wright been putting it down for a while. I mean, he been day one. You know what I'm saying? 96 came out on a run. Feel me before they killed me. So he always been a factor. Always been a factor. Like, we was way in Michigan bumping him. Way in Texas bumping him.
Oh, man. What part of Texas you in right now?
I'm in Dallas right now. I just got up here, but I'll be back and forth from Dallas to Detroit.
I'll be in Dallas like I think October. So
Okay.
Yep. So you got to come out. It's gonna be a barn burner.
Definitely, man.
You know it.
Last time I was supposed to come out in Austin, but I missed my flight. We had got like bad weather, so I was so mad. I was like, man.
Hey man, but you know what, man? I appreciate you rocking with me all them years, and I'm glad now that me and you finally able to talk. I'm talking directly to you. So man, I appreciate you
Yeah.
rocking with me. I'm telling you this personally, 1-to-1, and
Okay.
and y'all, man, I thank you for that, man, because I know you could have been listening to anybody else, and if you've been keeping up with me all that time, I gotta tell you much love, baby.
So right back, man. You know, we're waiting on that new album. I know you get the response every time, so I guess when they come, it'll come. But I know you get tired of people asking you about new material and everything. You know, you've been through a lot.
It be some new stuff like floating where people could get a taste of some new stuff from me on some features and stuff like that. But I know everybody ready for that album, and man, I'm ready to give it to them. You know, cause like I said, tomorrow ain't promising nobody. So look, I'm going hard. Come to a show, cause that's that's like where I'm really, getting my groove back.
For sure. I'm glad to see you out. I mean, I've been saying this for years, though. You know, I've been saying this.
Hey, man.
I'm like, man, Tommy Wright got on the big, if he got signed to Universal or something, I'm like, man, this dude is too talented just to be in Memphis. Just waiting. Like when I first heard you, I was like, man, like we should be sitting back there like, man, why this dude ain't got no big deal? Like we was just shocked. Like we never heard no music like that before. Like never.
Hey, and I hear that all the time. And you know what, man? I really didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? It was that deep. I really didn't even think it was that deep. You know what I'm saying? But you know, now I know.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just glad you out doing shows, man. And, you know, you back going hard, man. You
Hey,
know what I'm
man,
saying? That you
I hate
let 'em know.
I hate how, you know what I'm saying, didn't give y'all some new shit, some good jams, and I hate I made you wait, but it won't happen again. We back.
It's all love, though. We still got the classics, you know what I'm saying? We got Genesis, you know, I got all the original copies. So.
And luckily, I'm still here. So, man, you made it, I made it, and man, hey, we finna turn up, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. So.
For sure.
All right, then.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in, dude.
I'll let you, man. Hey, big ups to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Much respect, dog.
I'm out here for real. One.
Appreciate it, man.
Yo, shout out to my homegirl Zootleg. She's a really dope rapper. She just dropped some new shit. Zootleg. She's in the chat. Yo, respect, Zoot.
Very nice. Is there anything you want to push before we dip out, or anything you want to talk about?
We've been talking for 90 minutes. I guess we got to wrap up.
Oh, man. Yep. Because, you know what? I'm probably, man, the one made this drag on too long.
Let's take this call, too. Come on.
All right. Richmond, Hamphone, who this?
Hamphone, who this?
Hey, what's going on? It's Seth from Richmond, Virginia.
Hey.
Richmond in there. What's up, Seth?
That's right. And that's a shame to hear what the cops did to you in Virginia a while back.
Oh.
They don't play around here, man. They're some bitches.
Hey, it's crazy to get a Virginia call. Hey, man, thank you. That's what happened. And I hope I can get out there, man, and do a show. Y'all rocking with me out there?
Absolutely, heavily. We got a big underground rap scene. I'm sure Ham guys can tell you about it. But I know if you did a show down here around this time, anytime, it'd be lit. We'd have the building filled out. You know what I mean? It'd be a good time. So yeah, come on down to Richmond. We'll fuck with you. Oh man, I might bring my son Tommy Fo. He got a new hit. Keep it real, and you know what I'm saying. And if I can get the gang out there, I will. And so, but other than that, man, hey, it's some new stuff coming, man. Trust me, it ain't over, man. I ain't done by a long shot. Let them know, man. I'm coming.
There we go.
All right, absolutely, bro.
For sure. Later, Sel.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
You know who else is from Richmond originally?
Ugly Man.
Little Ugly Man, and we're definitely gonna. I'm gonna text Ugly Man right after this shit. I really want to make something happen Halloween weekend. You and Ugly Man. I think that would be really fucking legendary, really important.
I will sign on the dotted line right now.
We're making it happen.
Dope. Yeah. So, is there anything you want to touch on, or?
Oh man.
Closing thoughts.
Man. Thank y'all for staying down with me and man, I like what you guys got going here. This is a beautiful setup.
Thank you.
So I got to give y'all props too. I got to give y'all shouts. Great interview. And mainly, I don't, I just, man, come on out. Come on out to the shows. And I'm back. We doing a whole lot. Coast to coast overseas. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. A lot of people thought I was dead. A lot of people think I'm still dead. I heard somebody say he dead. Look, y'all, let's put that word out right now. I am not dead. Tommy Wright III is alive. Go tell a friend. Follow me and let it and come on. Look at everything that's going on. Check it out. And all the rappers, let's get together. Let's tag team. Let's put in this work, and let's give the fans what they want. That's what I was telling Lil Ugly Man. Let's give the fans what they want. I ain't even tripping about none of that other stuff, man. If they like this combination, they want to hear this guy with that guy. I'm all about giving the fans what they want. I deprived them too long, and I know I let them down. So I'm all about making up for lost time, and putting a smile on their face.
There you go.
Shout out to my daddy. Today is birthday.
Oh shit.
And He's turned 75 today. Tommy Wright Jr.
Oh wow.
And he can't. You know, my dad's deaf. My mom and dad both can't talk, so I had to sign it. I'll probably fly in tomorrow, and we'll do something tomorrow. And sorry I couldn't be there today, but I'll be there tomorrow, back in Memphis, and happy birthday.
There you go.
Awesome.
Shit.
That was dope.
Tommy Wright the Third, real fucking legend. All
Thank
the
you
shows.
again, man.
Go to the
Much
shows.
appreciated.
Buy the merch.
tapes, buy the
Buy the merch. Buy the
Yes.
cassette.
Punk patch is coming
Yes.
soon.
Punk Patch coming soon.
Yeah, you're listening to Ham Radio.
Yo,
Make
let's
sure
go
to
to
share
Ham.
this. Yeah.
Let's go to DJ Stereotype, and then we'll do a little top tweets of the day shit.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Me and my partner Tiptoe about to do a homicide. Cranking up the ride, finna go out on the east side. First I roll a blunt so rappers like us can get high off the split. So when we get the cap, we won't have no pity when we kill. Rolled up on the set, real slow, with the lights out. Then I see my enemies wanna cap them with the sawed off. Buster standing on the corner sipping on some Alizé. That's when I got the tick through in the clip and then commence to spray. Jump back in the shit, burn rough as I left the scene. Still blink from last night, so kill it to Tommy Wright, just ain't no thing. Falling down bills, headed towards CCO. Find me a getaway, pack my bags and lay low. Go and pop the trunk and put the pump in the plastic bag. Buried in the yard of the house that my father had. Now these suckers fearing me with rumors lurking on the street. That I shot another, left his body like a refugee. Yellow tape, chalk bodies, blood on the concrete. Won't go to jail now or later. Step to me, you'll meet your maker.
Watch your back, 'cause you might get smoked. I shot a motherfucker. Watch your back, 'cause you might get smoked. I shot a
I'm the last of them seas because they are none left. I never lose in the battle cause I fight until the last breath. Defending my turf with a gun, so don't talk crap. You get slapped cause I never run when it's time to scrap. Step into shootouts with a gun on my hip. As I blast like a rocket, keeping clips in my back pocket. So ran a U-Haul, so dead bodies can be hauled off. When suckers get broke, think over manage the damage of the soul. Put on your black mask and gloves before you ride, cause it's gonna be hell if you can be identified. Cause I'm like a warrior, fight like a barbarian. A Uzi and Tech 9, just what I'm carrying. I'm launching them seeds like a catapult, with straight like incredible hook. Leaving niggas dead without a hook. I cut off heads, freeze them and hang them up on the wall to show that I won the brawl and nail them so they won't fall. I'm just like a headman, Tommy Wright. Wanna fight if you got a girl, I'm bringing my lighter. Don't complain, just get rushed to the bed. I hate to see blood, but I love to see blood shed. I'm violent as hell when it comes to this type of shit. And when I load all my guns, you feel just like a king. So carry your shit, cause I'm a gangster pimpin' player. I never keep one shell, I stack my shit up in layers. Just lay work cause I don't work, cause I don't cry. Oh yeah, straight up out of Four Corners Pimpin'ville. Tommy Wright the third up in this bitch. They got me fucked in some hoe shit. Check it out. 9 on my waistline, assed out, needed some dope. 5 for the 50, try to flip it, double it like a pro. Made $100, spent 30 on a quarter ounce, made $60. Cause all my 6 sacks was stout. Took $50 from the 70 that I didn't spend. Bought a half ounce, 11 sacks, made $110. $20 plus 110 plus 60, made $190. Bought 10 for the bill, running 5 to my nigga Tiny. Took the left over 90, bought an ounce of Endo. Tiny brought me back 45, said he got chased, but he lied. Smoked his ass, choked his ass, broke his ass, now he's gone. Took the 45, he brought myself a smaller tone. Had 200 from the ounce, plus the 5 rocks left over from the 10 I had at first and gave him when he smoked my bonus. Split $2 at the store, bought Energizers for my people. Don't quit on me now, my nigga. Rest my nerves by smoking reefer. Later on that They kept serving in my hoopty ride. Bought a pound of weed for $3.50, put that to the side. Made a side deal with Jack Owens. Said he wanted a cut for keeping them folks up on my ass, but 50% was just too much. So my hoopty for 500 pounds was sold in a deuce. 1250 strong and all, so I spent it on the juice. Would he give Jack Owens a cut? So he tried to kill me. I put a contract out on his ass, so he killed himself. G pigs already knew the game. Sure, Jack Owens ass was caught. Then they went through his shit, found my name and found my name and found that one.
That was such a good fucking interview.
Wow, that was very rare. And you got a goddamn concert.
People are calling in
goddamn
still.
concert. That shit is awesome. I walk in from the bathroom, I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Lit.
Ham radio.
What are you
okay.
doing in the bathroom, dog?
I was urinating, the same thing you were doing.
Out of your
and,
butt?
and you moaned when you peed, and it was really uncomfortable.
Did I really?
Yeah, it was very sus.
That's weird.
All right, so let's wrap this up. Let's do tweets of the week, and then do our hand picks, and let's get it. All right, first one. Are we throwing it on the screen? It said, "Little Pump fucks your daughters."
What's that?
Canada.
Pardon me?
Little Pump fucks your daughter. Is it on the screen? We put it on the screen? Yeah, it's on the screen? Huh. What do you think of that? She got a little pump tattoo, a little Sharpie on her booty.
Good for him. He's living his life. Young kid.
Technically, he's everybody's someone's daughter, right? So it's not that extreme of a statement.
Even you.
I am someone's daughter. Does that make you uncomfortable?
You know what's crazy about Pump?
What's crazy?
I saw a video that's it's from a All Def LA show we did, Mike. I saw a video someone posted, like some old ham footage on Instagram from the Smoke Perp show, his first show ever, and Little Pump was there.
Trippy, man.
But we didn't know who he was
Yeah,
yet.
no tattoos and short hair.
Because that first single hadn't come out yet.
Yeah.
His hair wasn't dyed yet. And he said his boy was like, yo, because he didn't know who Lil Pump was at the time either. And his boy was like, yo, film that dude, trust me. And so he posted his footage and Lil Pump's, and the whole time Smoke Perp's performing, Lil Pump's right next to him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then the Lil Pump music video, they're wearing the same outfit from the show, so they must have shot that in L.A. right before our show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
legendary.
trippy.
Shouts
out Lil Pump,
We're
though.
starting careers out here.
I don't know if we started his career, but he definitely is killing it. All right, next tweet. Let's go. Let's see.
Let's see how I can turn this one into about us.
Oh my god. This next one's from Gucci. It says, if you don't let go of the wrong people, you'll never meet the right people.
Gucci. Oh man, that's romantic.
I think that's right. I don't think it's about relationships. You think it's about relationships?
Everything.
He didn't
to
break up with
me-
his bae, did he?
Everything to me is about relationships.
Did he break up with his bae?
Fuck no.
No, of course
He's gonna
not.
marry her.
Dude, they're
But he had to let go
low
of the
key.
wrong
They're very key together. It's very beautiful. Like she held him down the whole time in jail. She started She started a whole business. He gave her a bunch of money. And was just like, "Yo,
she
flip
helped him
this."
get healthy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I'm sure being in jail and doing workouts got him healthy, but
she had him
helped
eating
sustain,
right.
sustain,
You know who else
sustain
did that?
healthy.
You know who else did that?
What?
Linda Bukowski, Charles Bukowski's wife.
Oh my god!
Towards the end of
No one cares
Bukowski's
about
life,
Bukowski. But you know what? But
had Bukowski eating healthy. You know talking
Gucci,
about Charles Bukowski.
he did that himself. He needed to do that himself.
Hey,
and he did it.
Give credit to the women, bro.
I'm
'Cause
not.
you know
I'm
what?
not giving her credit, but I'm
behind
saying
every great man is an even greater woman.
I didn't say that. There wasn't.
Do you agree?
What I'm saying is Gucci got healthy
it
on
up.
his own, and I'm glad he was able to sustain that.
Next tweet,
because that's hard. That's hard. How long do you think he's gonna stay fit? And I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about like fit, like fit and healthy. Give me your fucking number.
I think he can stay. I think he'll be stay off drugs forever.
I'm not talking about drugs.
That's what's gonna make him get unhealthy and get unfit. Those if he starts fucking with the lean again. Because that's just
Nah,
like a
I
lean
eat
guy.
unhealthy all the time. Just I gotta look at a burrito and I'm like, I'm gonna eat it. I don't fucking. Don't drink or anything.
I think for him though, what made him look unhealthy was he had a lean gut from doing lean. I think if he stays off the lean, he's gonna be fine.
Right.
That's my opinion.
All right, we can write this. All right, next tweet. Little B. History! Exclamation point. Pre-order Black Ken mixtape produced and composed by the bass god. Also 7 new songs from Little B.
Finally.
He's been talking about this for 38 years. It's out. It's finally coming out. I'm excited. The artwork alone. Genius.
Remember I had that on a shirt?
You did have that on a shirt. I really hope he does make actual dolls. That'd be a great move on his end.
Yeah, I can't wait for Black Ken. It's gonna be the rawest rap album to ever come out.
And now, you'll love this one because it's about you, Adam. You love yourself.
I'm uncomfortable.
It says, I used to wear really bright colors. LOL. Look at that cute little photo of Adam in through one of his weird phases. What phase? Wait, put the photo. What phase do you call this? Because you've done 5 in the past 6 years.
That's a UNIF shirt. So I was
but
just
what is
supporting
this
a
colorful?
friend.
Like this is a look.
Okay,
You
I
know
thought
what
that
I'm
it was swag to have colorful things that did not match. So floral doesn't match tie-dye.
saying? No.
So I thought that was funny.
What do you call that phase?
Everything I do is because of irony.
So you're wearing that shirt because do you not
Obviously-
like them?
No, it's like a cheesy 2006 MySpace pop punk.
So you
band.
don't like that band?
I like them, but I like the irony of it. It's kind of like when I was wearing polo because I like the juxtaposition of wearing nice clothes with tattoos. I like things that are ironic.
Interesting. Okay.
Damn.
All right,
And
let's
that
move on,
girl-
guys.
And that girl, I was in love with her. She broke my heart.
I know.
So let's end this.
Mike showed me this. I said, "Ooh, this was going to be touchy," but I'm down.
Yeah.
But to be fair, everybody breaks your heart.
That's true.
So I mean, all right. Let's do hand picks of the week. You go first because you love talking.
Mine's Little Tracy's new song "Dangling," produced by Space Ghost Perp. I think it's amazing that Perp and Little Tracy got together. Everyone's saying it sounds like Young Bruh's back. So shout out Little Tracy, "Dangling," produced by Space Ghost Perp. What about you?
Cody, what's yours?
Can you hear me?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. My pick is on some feminist rap.
I like that.
Princess Nokia.
Ooh.
Goat.
She's great.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know about her now, but I think she's gonna really blow up.
Hey, do you remember when she flaked on a ham show?
I do
I do.
remember that. But yeah. So check out her stuff. I think she just released a new mixtape, and it's supposed to be pretty good. But this is one of the tracks off it. Goat.
Dope.
Yeah, she tight.
Mine is
What is yours?
Little Toenail. Fuck shit. I originally thought. I mean, where's his bit is. I feel like rap's wrestling now. It's essentially wrestling. It's reality TV, and he wears his gimmick is he wears a big foot costume and he raps in it. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know,
Of course I
about,
do.
right?
We were
You
talking.
say you don't or you do?
Of course I do.
Oh yeah,
When he was just out here, I was trying to get on ham radio, but it was during our break.
yeah. He's really tight.
We talk.
I was definitely
And Puya holds him down too because Puya posted about him.
yeah. He's dope. And the song's very fucking lit. So let's listen to that. And that's it. All right. Is that all the 3 picks? Yeah. We good? We good to go? Here we go.
Yo, and leave your picks in the comments. Do you think there's something we should listen to that's not yourself? Just some dope shit.
Please, no SoundCloud links for
Let us
you
know.
or
Maybe
your
we'll
buddy.
listen to
And you feel free to tweet us at Ham on Everything or on this comment section. We'll be looking. And this is Ham Radio. We'll be back next.
Hopefully Thursday.
Maybe Thursday,
That'd be
possibly
nice.
Sunday. Share this. Ham Radio. I'm Romo. This is Adam. Stereotype. Love you.
Too late.